Good evening. Um, I've been looking at different videos of different prophets and prophetess, and many of them is they've been I've been hearing this since last year, and God is telling them to tell the people to store water, and I keep hearing it, store water. So God is wanting to store a lot of water, more than we think we need, and I know why. Because well, one is because they're gonna put something in the water called forever chemical, and plus Revelation 8 and 11, and the name of the star is called wormwood, and the third part of the waters became wood wormwood, and I don't know why I'm having a problem saying that word. And many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. Lamentation 3 and 19. Remembering my affliction and my misery, the wormwood and the gall. And Proverbs 5 verses 3 and 4, it says, for the lips of a strange woman drops as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. So that's talking about a seducing spirit. But the when it's talking about a star falling from a star falling, it's normally talking about a fallen angel. But what if there's a star or a fallen angel? It's gonna fall in the water, and 1/3 of the water is gonna become poisonous. So we don't know what part of the water, in which direction or area that this water is going to become wormwood. And with man putting chemical in the water, and then this, I think it's either a fallen angel or a star is going to fall in the water. What are we going to use? So that's why we need to store water now. They already putting this chemical, forever chemical in the water, and you can't even boil it out the water, and it's already in some water. Whereas what they so many, I did read one time how many states. I didn't never find out which states, but I did hear someone talking on the television that it was in. I know it's in Greensboro. But this fireman was talking about it. But there's other states. I can't. It's quite a bit of states in the United States that have this chemical in the water that you can't get it out. That's why they call it forever chemical, because you can't get it out. So we have to make sure that we are sick, because these people really is trying to make us unhealthy. So we have to store water now. They may even start putting the chemical in bottled water. We don't know, because you know these people don't care what they do to us. It's like our government are terrorists. It's like our presidents and our politicians are committing treason, and they just don't care. They all join this secret society, and they just all about what they want, as though they are God. But see, they don't realize God is going to judge them. But I don't think they believe that God will. But God don't have to. God is going. He don't have to, but He's going to show them that He's God. He gonna show them. But see, then people, we got to suffer for what they doing, because when the judgment of the United States of America come, it's gonna be a war. I just heard another prophet that said that God showed her a nation from Europe and one from Asia. This is what all the different prophets and prophetess that I'm hearing saying wars coming to America, and they saying it's Russia and China. And then Russia was going to take over America, and China was going to take the people, the women, and make us sex slaves. Well, they might not take me since I got this age on me, but they might kill me. But they're going to take the women, put them on have them drug addicts and sex slaves. So we need to be praying and asking God not to allow this to happen, because it's not if it's not written in the Bible, we can pray for it not to happen. Because God's not going to let His word make Him a liar. But if it's something that is not in the Bible, it's not written, we make Him pray and make God change His mind. Because you sure don't want to go to China and be no sex slave, be a dope addict. And they was talking about how they're going to take the transgenders and just mess them up. Or mess them up. Because they are transgenders. And Russia is going to take. Russia don't want the women. They just want to take over America, because of America, the thing that America do. Our politicians, America don't do it. Our politicians does it. Our presidents and those who got authority to speak for America. So this is something we got to do. We got to start storing our own food, growing our own food, so we don't have to eat synthetic food and science laboratory food. While you can grow trees, grow you some trees, get you some seeds while you can still find seeds, because Bill Gates is buying up the seeds and buying up the farmland. Um, just got to do the best. Like, I don't know much about growing, but I'm trying. You could look when I make videos and I be at my window. You can see them little plants. Some of them doing good and some of them not. I done lost a lot of. I've been trying to grow citrus trees. Now my citrus trees, my first citrus trees I brought, they were doing so good. I just felt proud because my tree was tall and just looking good. I had two blood orange trees, and I left them outside one night where it was too cold, and I didn't put them in until the next day because I didn't go outside none that day, and it just messed my little trees up. I'm praying that they'll come back, but one of them is coming back. I see some growth on it, but it down at the bottom. It's not on the grafted part, because what they do, they'll take a good rooted part and put another part on top of it so that it'll have a good root, and then but the part that's supposed to grow good, the weather messed it up. But I'm seeing, I don't know if it's the same root type of tree that it's rooted on or what. My pear tree did the same thing, but there's something growing up. It was an Oriental pear, but I don't know if that's the same thing at the root part. And my other blood orange, it's some part of it still greenery, but it don't look good. It look like it might have that there's some kind of disease that citrus get, and it look like it might have it. So I don't know how to treat it. So what I'm gonna have to do is go back and start looking at more citrus videos. I got my pear tree is looking good. Not my pear, my peach tree. It got little peaches on it, and then I got another tree. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's growing pretty. I don't know if it's no, that's my pawpaw over there. Um, it's some type of uh, uh, I get mad when I do that, when I can't. It's like my mind will not let me think of the word I want to say. Tropical. It's a tropical plant tree, but it lived through the winter here, and it's looking good because I put covers around the roots of them. But my banana trees, they don't look good, so I may have to buy some more. I'm gonna wait until it get hot to see what happens. If they don't come back, then I'm just gonna buy some more banana trees. But they were doing good too. What else? I got fig trees out there. So they not as tall as they was because I had all that. I had a rug on top of them. So once I take the rug off and let it get some sunlight, but I'm trying to wait until see now every time I uncover them, it gets cold. So I'm gonna just wait until it stop getting cold and the threat of frost. Trying to think what other tree I got. I got some grapevines out there. Um, what else I got that is eat edible? I got dragon fruit. My dragon fruit that's outside not looking good. But I had broke some of them off and brought them in the house because the bugs were eating them. So they looking good. The ones that's in the house, but I don't have them rooted. I mean, I don't have them in no type of dirt. So I'm gonna just have to. I got to buy some more pots. I have a ringer tree. It's in the house. It's growing. I got a mulberry. What else I got? I got a avocado. Uh, I think I got an apricot. But some tree you have to have two because you got to have the male and the female. Um, I got a lot of seeds though, but I ain't planted none of the seeds yet. But I got my kumquat. I got a lot of those seeds. My kumquat tree, it ain't looking good. I had a pink lemon, it ain't looking good. But I got some lemons in the refrigerator, so what I'm gonna do is do like I'm doing my kumquat, my miwa kumquat, yeah. I got a lot of those seeds. Cause I spent $60 thinking I was getting two trees, and I got $60 worth of kumquats. So I said, well, Shine, I could take all these seeds and make me a whole lot of trees and sell some of them. So they rooting. I'm gonna have to see the next step. Um, Trying to think what else I got out there. I got the if my orange trees don't come back, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get me some because it's hard to get citrus at a certain time. And I brought a bunch of citrus. That man sent me little old tiny trees and they didn't live. So it's hard to grow a citrus, but I don't like to give up. I'll kill something a few times until I get it. Until I get it. When I get it, then I got it. And I'm gonna learn how to grow them trees. Cause there's a man in South Carolina. He got big, I mean huge lemon trees. He got orange trees. He got kumquat trees. All banana trees. He got all type of stuff in his yard. And he right there in Columbia, South Carolina, which is not that far from us. I seen some people in here in North Carolina with the house that we went to before we decided to get this house. The house behind it had a kumquat tree, so it'll grow here. I just got to get it to live and to get a certain size, I guess. But this was the first winter, so I'm trying to make sure that we have some food and don't have to depend on nobody else. Depend on the grocery store. Don't have to depend on the government to feed us, because they're gonna feed us something that have us looking like monsters. These people been planning this stuff for a really long time, and so they know what they doing. We just don't know. So we got to start storing our water now. I got some water stored up, but it's not enough. We can drink that in a month time. It's hard for me to get stuff here because I have to depend on other people that I don't know to bring this stuff, and I don't know. They can. I don't know none of these people. I know they gang stalkers. I do know that, and they be trying to get me to come to the door. I ain't going to that door. You might as well go ahead on. They be trying to wait. I seen one lady. She had her phone right at the door, but the food was on the floor, and I kept hearing that both horns. So when I looked at the security camera, I knew what she was doing. And then I'm tipping these people, I'm tipping them like $10, $11 and stuff like that. I'm gonna quit tipping them. Give them $2. That you wanna GameStop me, let GameStop and pay you. Um, I guess that's about it. We just got to be more responsible for ourselves and try to do the best we can. Just try to do the best we can. I wish I could find me some more jobs without trying to order them online, because I don't know, when they have these fake sites where this stuff coming from China. It's not even the right type of job that you use for canning. See, nobody. See, they're not. My people don't. They don't take me serious. 'Cause I've been telling my girls for a couple. It's been over 6 years. Cause we've been here for 6 years in this area. Before we even move, I was telling them we need to start canning food, because they've been telling us a long time there's gonna be a food shortage, and now they telling us to store water, store more than what you think you need. Just every time you go to the store, just get some cases of water, because you're gonna need it. And then once these things happen, you're gonna be happy that you store water, distill water, water in the cases of water, and the water that's in the jugs. Because you got to have something to wash with. You're gonna be wanting to wash with that out the forever chemical getting in your bloodstream. And the wormwood, we don't know what that's going to do, what area is going to come in. Then the angels, after the 144,000 is sealed, then they're gonna hurt even before that. In chapter 7, might be chapter 7, where the seal is broken and they hurting for to hurt the land. And the locusts, but the locusts not gonna hurt the land. It's gonna hurt people. So I wish I could do more than what I'm doing, because I want to. I just don't have the stuff that I need. You got people that got cases and cases and cases of jobs, because they know the importance of what's going to happen, and they don't want their family to starve. They don't want to starve. We don't even know how to, once they start doing what all they doing. Even if we grow trees, our trees may be hurt. You have to find have a like a greenhouse, or have a um car garage. They'll keep your plants in, and just have to have inside plant lights and stuff like that. We got to think ahead of time, so that these people won't just do to us what they want to do to us before they start invading and taking stuff. It's just kind of scary. I'm trying not to get the spirit of fear, but hopefully I won't be here. That's what I'm hoping, that I won't even be here. When Jesus come, I hope that I live good enough for me to rise up in the sky. When he called for us to come up, we come up. But there be some people gonna be here, and this is gonna be a horrible time, especially for the church. Because people not, if they know what's best, they won't take that mark of the beast. They know those who don't take the mark of the beast is gonna suffer. I'm already suffering, so I'm already suffering. Oh well. Well, I want me some cheesecake. And I know I don't need it. But I just got a taste for some cheesecake. I didn't even cook today. I want some fried chicken too. I need to quit wanting. Got keep talking about get this weight off me. These people putting on me. The only way I'm gonna do that is to go on a no food fast. It's the only way I'm gonna get this weight off. No food, liquids. Okay, so I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all be blessed in God.